So Grand Rapids with a 1st and 10 at their own 35. Only the fullback, Harriman, in the backfield as they've got 3 wide receivers. Drowinski, the quick out to the right side, incomplete, over the head of Diedrich Paul. Would have been a short gain anyway, as there was pressure in the neighborhood. But the pass incomplete. Will be 2nd down and 10.
You know, another really a good call on 1st down. It's just a long handoff is all that kind of throw is. Unfortunately, he let the ball fly off his plant foot and didn't get that done. Now, Dixie College leading the ground game with 142 yards right here. Really have worked hard at getting Roderick Johnson the ball.
Andrew Cochran back in at the tailback spot for Grand Rapids, and Drowinski to throw again. Stops, fires over the middle. Leaping catch made by the receiver that time, and that is Blackman, Sean Blackman, normally a cornerback, yet at a wide receiver. He took a pop after catching the ball, but was able to hang on for the 1st down.
Well, of course, you bring Cochran in, so you either do one of 2 things. Give him the ball or play action off that. Good patience, sets up, throws back. Receiver gets in the zone and makes a big play across the 50-yard line here.
And Sean Blackman, used to breaking up passes, makes the grab on that one. 1st down at the 49 to give to the fullback, Harriman. And he's inside the 45, still fighting forward and down to the 42. Michael Harriman with a good, strong run from his fullback spot.
A little change of idea here now. Again, they went to the 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end set. 1 in the backfield, ran the trap with the fullback. Mixing up a little bit of formation on him now, keeping the defense off balance a little bit.
T.D. Croshaw being worked on. 2nd and 3 for Grand Rapids. Drowinski gives to Cochran, and he's trapped after a pickup of 1 at the 41-yard line. Not a lot of room there. As Sam Leedy, the linebacker, along with Robert Barlow, another Packer, in on the stop. Red Julian trying to keep his troops in this football game. They trail by 18. Still time, just under 10.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Drowinski. Not impressive numbers, but over 20 yards of completion. Drowinski under pressure, rolling right, escapes the rush, now fires incomplete. Perfect timing on the hit by DeQuintus Smith, as the pass was intended for Diedrich Paul. That would have been good for a 1st down. Now it's a 4th down situation.
You know, I'm wondering if he just doesn't take the ball and tuck it under his arm, he's not going to get that 1st down. You know, 2-down territory here, little over 2 yards to go. He's got some room on the outside there, Steve. He just doesn't take the opportunity.
Well, the ball was right there for Paul, but DeQuintus Smith, who led the team with 5 interceptions and 6 breakups during the regular season, makes a fine play there. And so now it appears that Grand Rapids will talk things over as they have a very big 4th down and 2 situation. However, that leaves them now with only 1 timeout here for the rest of this 4th quarter. Timeout of the field, 10:08 to go. It's Dixie 34 and Grand Rapids 16. This is the 11th Dixie Rotary Bowl.
To reestablish your credit and get the best loan for your money, you need to call Menlove's Fresh Start Department.
My wife called, found out they could help us. They said, come on down and pick out your car.
We're just starting out and had to establish our credit, and we did it through Menlove Dodge Fresh Start program.
If it hadn't been for Menlove Dodge, we would never gotten the financing or the van that we needed when we needed it.
There's only one Fresh Start, and it's at Menlove.
Menlove Dodge Toyota.
Of all the valuable resources that have brought Utah through our first 100 years, none have been more precious than our children. In an effort to enhance the educational experience for Utah kids, TCI provided computers and video equipment in Salt Lake's Roosevelt School, serving as a model for the technological century to come. The Utah Commission on Centennial Values and TCI believe in lifelong learning. Join us and get involved in Utah education. Our children's future depends on it.
Well, if Grand Rapids wants to come back in this football game, this is a play that they're going to have to convert on. 4th down and 2, just outside the Dixie 40-yard line. And they'll line up in a power I. double tight end. Strowinski will throw out of it, flips it out, and it's caught. And inside the 25, still on his feet and down inside the 20-yard line is Casey Bogert, normally a defensive back. And he gets a first down and then some to the 16-yard line of Dixie.
Everything you expect right there in the power eye situation, and Coach Julian goes the other way. Here you look right here, this nice play action to the money man, and then throws to the back out of the backfield uncovered. He staves off 2 tackles right there, makes a big play.
Draw play to Cochran. He's got room inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And close to another Grand Rapids first down.
This goes back a little bit what was talked about at the banquet by former NFL coach Ron Meyer. He said, men, play hard, play hard. You don't know what play is going to make the difference in the game. There's 150 plays by each team. You have to play hard in each one, and evidently Grand Rapids is taking that to heart. Knocking on the door again, maybe a chance to make this game even closer.
First and goal just outside the 5-yard line. Double tight end with Paul wide to the right, backs in the eye. And it's Strowinski rolling right, throwing short. Ball is caught by the tight end Bozek, but his feet go out from under him, and he picks up maybe a half yard and no more at the 5-yard line. Kurt Flinders also there defensively to make sure that if Bozek maintains his feet, doesn't get any farther.
They're trying to do everything they can to take the Dixie defense out of balance. Right here, if he can get that up just a little bit, you know, he's smelling end zone there.
Second and goal from the 5. Power eye. And the give is to Cochran. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage. He dives forward for 2 down to the 3-yard line. Leaving a third and goal from the 3. Andrew Takiaho, the middle linebacker, along with Wade Perkins, the cornerback, in on the stop. Now a third and goal from the 3. And we have Grand Rapids taking their final timeout here in the second half.
You know, I'm not so sure that, the officials shouldn't have called that. Yes, they did. They called that an official break here.
All right, timeout on the field. Grand Rapids knocking on the doorstep. They trail by 18, trying to come back in the fourth quarter of this 11th Dixie Rotary Bowl.
Quality of life. It's easy to find in Washington County. St. George has been named the #1 retirement community in the country, nicknamed the Palm Springs of Utah, with more than 300 days of sunshine each year. It is an area of growth and prosperity that seems to be recession-proof. With several world-class golf courses, tennis courts, fitness center, a regional hospital, a progressive secondary education system, and a nationally recognized community college, Washington County offers just about anything anyone could want.
A name that has made a positive and lasting impact on the people it serves in southern Utah. Entz Homes, a name that implies quality when it comes to homes that fit all lifestyles. Entz has become synonymous with value and lifestyle, and with 14 planned subdivisions and communities underway, you're sure to find exactly what suits you. Visit an Entz community today and learn why over 3,300 families call an Entz home their home.
Entz Homes, proud sponsor of the 1996 Rotary Bowl.
We have our new regional park located between St. George and Hurricane City, and in an area that they call Purgatory Flat.
While it's design-oriented toward equestrian uses, it's really a multi-purpose facility. And we think it'll be a great asset to not only the people of Washington County, but we look at it as something that will attract people from many other parts of the country.
Washington County Commission, striving to make our community better. Proud sponsor of the Dixie Rotary Bowl.
Grand Rapids with a third and goal from the 3-yard line. Trying to close the gap between themselves and the Dixie Rebels. In motion, Diedrich Paul. Strowinski rolling under pressure. Doesn't have any more time as down he goes at the 7-yard line.
Great Dixie play on defense right here. You know, they're trying to run the play action and go back against the grain here, and has nowhere to go with the ball. Everybody's covered. He's got to eat it. And now we've got a 4th down decision here.
Well, they're going to go for it down by 18. And, of course, those of you who weren't with us, Grand Rapids missed 3 field goal attempts in the first half. That evens up the quarterback sack battle today, 3 apiece. Dixie's defense averages 5. That timeout that was called earlier was not charged to Grand Rapids. It was an official's timeout. Now Grand Rapids does use its final timeout. Now, they're really in a tough situation now with the fact that even if they do score, maybe even get a 2-point conversion, they're within 10. They'll play the last 7-17 without able to stop the clock.
Well, that's right. And, you know, you've got a lot of decisions to make here. Are you going to go back to the spread offense, or do you stay in your base, which is 2 wide receivers in the I formation?
Of course, again, the timeout situation would be a moot point if Grand Rapids doesn't get in here on this 4th down play. We were mentioning the coaching staff for Grand Rapids earlier. We should mention for Dixie, Greg Croshaw, the head coach. His assistants are Brad Christensen, Dan Odette, Chris Brockman, Gordon Jolly, Kelly Smith, Wade Roberts, and former NFL All-Pro tight end Bruce Hardy. And a lot of those guys have either coached with Croshaw for a long time or played for Greg at one point.
That's right.
So here we go, 4th and goal from the 7. Double tight end. They fake to Cochran. Here's the reverse to Paul. He's got Perkins to beat. He turns the corner, and he's tripped up, and he's short by 1.5 yards. What an effort by Wade Perkins. It looked like Dietrich Paul had the corner turned on him. Perkins stretched out, got his right hand on his ankle, and tripped him up.
I'm going to tell you, what a call down here on the 6-yard line. They fake the play inside and give it, and now it's a foot race. All he does is just get a shoestring there, and enough to trip him up and prevent the sure touchdown.
I don't think Toby would have gotten there in time, so a touchdown-saving play by Wade Perkins, and now the Rebels take over just outside their own 1-yard line. The give is to Roderick Johnson. He slipped through 1, but not 2. Loses yard. On the tackle, assisted by so it'll be 2nd down. Tell you what, Johnson got stacked up with the line of scrimmage, then bounced it to the outside, but when he did so, he gave a little bit of ground. It could have been trapped for a safety. As it was, he just barely did get out of the end zone.
Steve, we've got another injury down there. Looks like that the player here, away from the play maybe,
the linebacker Joseph Spooler is down on the field for Grand Rapids, now helped to his feet. Looks like he is none the worse for wear and will head off under his own power. It'll be 2nd down, and Dixie hoping to get it out of their own end, a 1st down or 2, and chew up some more of the timer. Waiting for him to leave the field. He does, and so now the referee, Richard Jones, puts the clock back into motion. Johnson, the tailback, deep in his own end zone, will take the pitch, goes left outside the end zone, is dragged down at the dive. No, he escaped, and he brings it outside the 10-yard line. It looked like Johnson was down for a short gain, but apparently his knees never touched, and he was able to squirt free and get close to the 1st down marker.
Good second effort. He knows where he's at in this thing. Takes the pitch 5 yards deep. Sees a little bit of daylight on the outside edge. But again, he just keeps driving, giving himself a little bit of room out there so they can maybe convert this 3rd down.
3rd down and a couple. Again, back to the eye. The pitch to Johnson again. He's out across the 10, spins forward to the 13. And depending on the mark, it appears he'll get the 1st down. He will. So Johnson continuing to pile up the yardage here this afternoon. After a slow first half, he had a great 3rd quarter, scoring 4 touchdowns. And again, that will allow the Rebels to chew up some more clock. Again, 170 yards is Johnson's low for a game this year. The give is to the fullback, Bingham, and he pops forward to the 19. A quick pickup of 5 before the linebacker, Bill Unger, was able to bring him down.
You're going to start to see in this series of downs right now, they're just going to find different ways to keep chewing the clock. Run the ball with Roderick and get his yards, and the quick opener there to the fullback, keep him off balance, and again now 2nd and 4.
And the give is to Johnson, breaks free at the 20 to the 25, and fights his way forward to the 30-yard line before David Williams brings him down. But another first down for the Rebels.
Inside handoff, looking either way to bounce or to go inside. What just about loses the handle on the football. Keeps the legs moving, gets control, and gets a nice gain.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hutchings to the far side, Henderson the near side. They'll keep it on the ground. The fullback Bingham powers his way forward to the 36. Pickup of 6. Again, just a quick pop up the middle, and the fullback Morgan Bingham doing a great job. Again, a lot to cheer about for the Rebels and their fans here this afternoon as they look to claim their 8th Rotary Bowl victory in 10 tries. And the clock in their favor, and there is nothing that Grand Rapids can do about it as they are out of timeouts. And they'll go to the deuce rather than the eye, and now it is Bingham in motion. They fake the pitch to Johnson, dump over the middle to the tight end, and there's Leatham again for a first down to the 48-yard line. Mike Leatham has had a big afternoon. He was 2nd on this Dixie Ball Club in catches, coming in with 25, but he has been very busy this afternoon.
That's 5 catches for him for over 100 yards right now, so he's had a busy day along with Roderick.
So happy Rebels on the sideline as they chew up yardage and the clock. 1st and 10 from their own 47. And the give to Johnson again. Can't spin off the hit that time. Wrapping him up and bringing him down is Carmel Dennis, the linebacker, who's had a good afternoon defensively for the Raiders. It'll be 2nd down and 12. And again, the clock continues to wind down. And so the Rebels trying to go 10-1. It would be the 6th time in 15 years as the head coach of the Greg Croshaw Rebel team will have lost only 1 game during the season. They're going to throw this time. The slant caught by Cleavon Brooks. And he's close to a first down. He's got the first down at the 41 of Grand Rapids.
Well, that ball looks like it was tipped right at the line of scrimmage, but there was not a spin that didn't come off that ball. Take a look coming right back at your screen here. Somebody got a hand. Actually made the spiral better on that ball. Got a good completion. First down for Dixie. When it's going your way, it's going your way.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. The pitch to Johnson. Inside the block of Bingham. Cuts it back towards the middle. Inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, and another first down. Roderick Johnson. You know, Greg Croshaw, the head coach, says the key to Johnson's success is his durability and consistency. And we've seen it this afternoon.
You know, here's just another good call. Pressure coming from the other side. They go toss away from it. He picks up another 13, 14 yards and a Dixie first down.
As the Rebels are on the march, it's Johnson again, trying to find some room. Not much there. He's dropped after a pickup of a couple. It'll be a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Little slow getting up there. I think, you know, that time a little combination of running the ball a few times, getting the wind knocked out of him, he might just need a break here. Knowing Roderick, he's going to go out for one and want to come right back in.
Exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
BYU 10, Wyoming nothing.
So Dixie about to go to 10-1, as we mentioned. Grand Rapids would drop to 9-2. How difficult is it, Harry, for Grand Rapids, the fact that they have to travel so far for their league game? There are no teams in Michigan, Indiana, or Ohio, and the fact that they play 4 of their games during the season against a Division I team or Division III team in a couple of cases, JV squad.
Well, it's difficult. I mean, it's the bus becomes your friend, and it has to become a way of life for your ball club. And I think what Fred's done is to impress that upon his troops.
Jeremy Turlington in the ball game for Johnson. Bounces off the hit, and it's inside the 25 to the 24. Only a gain of a couple as Roderick Johnson slowly walks back onto the field. As you said, Harry, he wants to stay in the ball game, and he sat out the required 1 play and is back in there. The clock under 90 seconds to play in this football game. Handful of plays remaining as the Dixie Rebels look to claim this Rotary Bowl game. And it's Johnson again inside a block of Lethan, the tight end. Drops a tackler with him inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It is very close to another first down.
Well, I tell you, that mark's going to be real close. You know, that might be about the same mark it was last time on the measurement. He may have missed it by about 2 or 3 chain lengths, so.
Just to give you an idea, Roderick Johnson now at 170 yards on the game. 2,338 yards during the regular season. That's a new junior college record, and what's amazing is his closest competitor in the rushing race this year in the nation was Carlton Bowie of Trinity Valley of Texas, and he was 857 yards behind Johnson, who gets it again. Dances his way inside the 15 to the 14 and has the first down. So the Rebels will run 1 more play, and that will be it on the afternoon.
You know, right here, Steve, they've got 1 more play to run, and all Fred Julian wants to do now is stop him, prevent him a score, and then just get the troops back on the bus and head to Las Vegas. What a hard-fought ball game this has been today.
And I believe T.D. Croshaw will take the snap, kneel down, and that will be your ball game. And that is exactly what he has done. And a big afternoon for the Dixie Rebels. They break open a close game in the fourth quarter. And the Dixie Rebels come away with his 1996 Rotary Bowl championship. Congratulations and handshakes for the winning coach, Greg Croshaw. He'll now meet his counterpart, Fred Julian, in the middle of the field. Congratulate each other on a job well done as the Dixie Rebels go to the game, this Dixie Rotary Bowl, for the 10th time in its 11 years of existence, and they have come away victorious for the 8th time. And the 2 running backs that we talked about at the outset of this ball game have been named the most valuable players in today's game, and there's a good show of sportsmanship on the middle of the field as Roderick Johnson is the MVP for Dixie and Andrew Cochran for Grand Rapids. Dixie Rebels are winner. We'll be back to the Dixie Rotary Bowl after this timeout.
Together.
Don't look now, but the biggest thing in movies is headed your way. This is Star's Movie Channel, with only the best movies in prime time. More exclusive, first-run theatrical movies than any other movie channel. Not B movies, not bad movies, just the best movies at the best times. Like Apollo 13, Pulp Fiction, Babe, and Mr. Holland's Opus. So let other movie channels promise you the moon. We give you Stars. It's everything you could wish for. To order, call 1-800-758-5555. Only the best movies become stars.
It was a 7-0 game at halftime. The only touchdown coming on a block punt, but the Dixie Rebels, with 4 touchdowns by Roderick Johnson in the third quarter, broke it open and wins this ball game by 18 as the Rebels celebrate another victory in the Dixie Rotary Bowl as they now close out this 1996 season at 10-1. They are ranked 5th coming in, and with the number 2 team having lost already, I wouldn't be surprised to see Dixie probably move up to the 4 spot and possibly the 3 spot in the final poll. Again, Dixie, the stats were even, Harry, at halftime, but they pulled away here in the second half.
Well, you can see the big thing right there. Dixie, 23 first downs, 192, 413 total yards, only 1 turnover, and I think that was a key part of it.
All right, Dixie a winner here in the Rotary Bowl by a final score of 34-16. We'll return with some final comments from St. George right after this.
When it comes to high tech, Washington County has become a respected hub in the rapidly changing world of computer technology.
One of the biggest things that Dixie College has been involved with is a cooperative movement between the private sector and the public sector, especially with the internet and communication and publishing and accessing information.
Homes, a name that has made a positive and lasting impact on the people it serves in southern Utah. Ent's Homes, a name that implies quality when it comes to homes that fit all lifestyles. Ent's has become synonymous with value and lifestyle, and with 14 planned subdivisions and communities underway, you're sure to find exactly what suits you. Visit an Ent's community today and learn why over 3,300 families call an Ent's Home their home.
Ent's Homes, proud sponsor of the 1996 Rotary Bowl.
I am the Arizona Wildcat, the embodiment of spirit, of pride, of fury. Just one in a great lineage that have been so blessed. Which begs the question, who was the jerk who wanted all their gum in my snout?
Fighters in the single greatest night of fighting ever. The only arena built to contain them, the Octagon. The UFC's Ultimate 96. The toughest tournament in sports. Saturday, December 7th, live on pay-per-view. Seeing is believing.
To stop a friend from drinking and driving, try explaining things.
Why drop me off and pick me up when I can drop you off, shop, and be back in time to pick you up? All right.
Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Cruiser. I love that smooth stuff.
Let's do something different.
All right. Want the challenging stuff, the extreme?
Yeah, where are we going to find it, though? How are we going to ski that?
Oh, we can find that out, you guys, on Ski Prime. This is a killer sport.
There it is. That's good.
Hang in there. Stay strong and stay tough.
Oh, my God. He's kicking my butt.
Absolutely scolded.
Shows the girls can ski. I pulled it off.
Stay loose. Pole plant. Nice solid pole
The
plant.
rest is all balance.
All the way up.
And guts. That's a biggie.
She should just catch some major good air.
You don't stop, do you?
I try not to. You have that rhythm. You have that action. Your thighs pump. You can get air. You can do helicopters.
Dry and air fun, you know? That's my secret.
Brenda, skiing is a lifelong sport.
It's a way to be.
Ski Prime is brought to you by TCI. We're taking television into tomorrow. Serengeti Eyewear, when you're old enough to know better. And iSki, the next best thing to skiing there. Updated daily.
He's my idol, man. He always catches such sweet air.
Is that too dangerous for me to try?
Everybody's just out there, you know, pushing it to the extreme. Let's go, Rage.
You coming with us?
Oh, boy. What do you think?
There's Chris Anthony. I'm sure he can teach us how to ski this. Let's get him. Oh, Chris! The perfect person to run into. I know Vail has new terrain, but we don't know where to go.
Well, you found me at the perfect time because I'm doing these clinics now here at Vail, and what I do is take people into that new terrain that we got. You got to be a little bit more dynamic.